for a wait.
Yeah. When it's expensive.
That's it.
As well. You know what? I think I might just do a young Jamaica quick, you know.
You should do.
Yeah.
You've been meaning to it for ages.
I've been meaning to do that for a minute.
Right now.
Huh?
I know you've seen these Jamaican
What?
prices right
Hella cheap.
Oh, is it?
Cheap.
Huh?
The other day I was looking, it was expensive.
When I saw, last time I saw it was like 470. What? At what time?
Not flats, I'm talking the whole. Are you staying with family when you're there?
Oh yeah, no. I'm just. This is just flights though.
Flights,
Oh, okay. Yeah. So when I might book that same the same place that I booked the last time with the fam and that. Just like the house on the hill kind of thing. Oh, your apartment looked wavy. Are we in? Fuck it. Your apartment looked wavy.
Bro, it was crazy.
Huh? How did you find that?
It was on Airbnb, but then went direct to them. So
Oh.
on Airbnb, it was like 14 grand or something like that for 10 days.
14 bags.
Which,
Well,
for the amount
to
of
be
people,
fair, for what you was getting.
and also the amount of people. Remember, it's not just me in that house. There's four families in there.
Yeah.
But we got it down to like 9 bags
Yeah.
for 10 days. Breakfast, cleaning, all of that, all the trimmings. Well, it was well worth it. I already booked for next year.
Oh, for real?
Already planned for next year.
Yeah. It's nice when you
That's
do
it,
that. You know when you
100%.
find a spot somewhere in a certain country, and then you know after the second day being there, this is it. Like,
Listen, I went
it's
there.
an annual thing.
I'd never been Cyprus in my life, innit?
Haven't you?
I'd never been until last year, and I
Okay.
was pissed off with myself
What?
that this has been here all
All
this
that time.
time, so easy, so convenient, and
Yeah,
I
but-
didn't do it.
But with that being said, though, bro, like when we were going Cyprus, we wasn't going Cyprus like that.
No, you was going Napa.
Yeah, do you know what? I
never
never even
went-
did Napa.
No, neither did I.
I
never
did. I did Napa, but late though. So like past all of the thing. I went when there was like this weird change in like music and new like a whole new generation. It was like not how I envisioned Napa to be.
Yeah, I don't even know what I was expecting for. I never went on no raving holidays.
Haven't you done that?
I know I have now.
Yeah, but I mean,
growing,
like,
you see, like when everyone was going on raving holidays, I wasn't.
oh mad,
I wasn't.
You just doing road.
Yeah, but I don't know what I was doing. Stop this off brand.
Don't worry, so was I. But I still went. Still, I went like I did Malia still.
No way.
Oh yeah, I did Malia, man.
I might go Magaluf in like next week.
Oh, Malia was nuts.
Magaluf.
Magaluf.
I said that's on Mallorca, yeah? I'm gonna go
yeah.
Palma, but I think I might sneak to Magaluf.
But all that shit has changed now. But like the time when I went to Malia, it was like it was a bit of a mind fuck to me because obviously I didn't know what I'm expecting and all of that stuff. Yeah, but like, yeah, it was nuts. Every day, just hella drinking and just bare vibes, and I needed a day off.
Yeah.
Like midway through the week, that holiday, I needed a day where I was like,
I was drinking from 9 a.m. all this time, but I had my kids with me. There was just, but my body stopped even accepting the alcohol. Like, it stopped registering it. I wasn't even getting drunk at all.
oh man,
It's like the alcohol was just a part of me.
yeah,
for like 10
yeah.
days.
It gets like that as well.
And now I'm back on this.
Strong.
Now I have to really turn my life around because I can't keep behaving like this.
Quickly, you never went beefer. Like I know you went beefer recently, but you never went beefer like
Never.
back in.
Never. Nah, I missed all of it. I missed my prime. That's why
I
I'm
miss
trying to relive
beefer.
it.
I went beefer late, to be fair, still. But beefer's alright.
Beef is a vibe.
Yeah, beefer's definitely.
Beef is a
alright.
vibe.
It's that's changed a lot as well though, because they're doing like there's a whole load of day parties and that now.
Yeah, it's just money now.
Yeah,
Them places, I feel like they used to be where you used to go just for a little cheap kind of bit of a mayhem one. Nowadays, you go there and you kind of almost go there to stunt.
Yeah, that's because when you said it's money now, yeah. To be fair, Ibiza has actually always been money, but a different type of money. So now it's about kind of stunting and that.
Yeah.
Before it was about like when you went Ibiza to get a bottle of water, it was like £20. You know why that was? Because
MD!
water was
No.
exactly
Yeah.
that. It was a commodity, bro.
Yeah.
When you're out there flipping, doing the MD, the coke, like you needed some water.
Yeah.
So everyone was on the water, which made the water more expensive.
Yeah, I hear it.
It made the water
because they
way
ain't selling
more
no
expensive.
Ciroc. They weren't selling.
You think people was out there
no
drinking Henny
Patron.
and Coke? Like there was bottles of that. Like they were not selling that at one point. Then the clientele sort of changed a little bit, or maybe not the clientele changed, but maybe the attitude in how people raved and how they dealt with certain things changed. But there's a part of me that kind of wish I sort of had the psychedelic stage in my life.
As in, just went through the whole drug thing.
Yeah,
100%. I missed that as well, man. That's what I'm saying. Like I missed out.
What kind of? I know we shouldn't do this.
No, we should. Like, we're not
condoning this.
We're not condoning.
Yeah,
drugs.
I'm not condoning it. Yeah, so this is all hypotheticals. The fact of the matter is, we didn't do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but if you did, yeah, like back then, what was you going? What would you have went for?
Was MD around back then? I don't know. MD, I would have gone MD. I remember I got spiked first ever time that it ever happened to me. I got spiked. Yeah. MD. I think I knew I got spiked.
Okay, what did you wait?
When they started sniggering. You know, like I had water. Someone's giving me some water.
Yeah. Yeah, it don't taste like water. Yeah, it's not
sniggers,
water.
Couple sniggers here and there.
Yeah.
What a night. What a night.
Yeah.
What a night. So I understand. Luckily, I don't have an addictive personality. But if I did, that would have been me.
Yeah.
That would have been me because that night was sick.
Yeah, I would have been on that.
It's just like almost euphoric. But I've heard there's
I'd have been on the mushrooms thing.
Yeah. But do you know what it is? A lot of people who have done this, they always say that like the environment is so key. Because
100.
you get like if you get a bad high. Like I don't know what that means because I just had a sick
I know
night.
what a bad high is, but I remember that was for a weed cake.
Oh, I've had the worst one of those then.
Have you?
The worst ever.
What?
I won't go net edibles ever again.
Yeah. Do you know what? Before you even get into that, bro, mine was so bad that I was curious to maybe do it again because I thought, what must a good one be like? Because it was that bad.
Bro, mine was a complete hallucination. Bro, you see these 3 guitars, yeah?
Yeah.
On my life, I went to sleep, yeah? I took a bit of this cake and I tried to go sleep at like 10:30. You know, like when you just feel a little bit... And I had I've got a sweet tooth. I don't know what's the correct prescribed amount. I've taken bare of this. I'm talking a huge chunk out of this cake. I've gone sleep. It's 10:30, or I've attempted to go sleep. All I can see on my life is 3 guitars flying in my room. Mad. Flying.
Mad.
So I think of a door, and then there's just 1,000 doors, and then it's 8 a.m. Like there was no sleep involved. Like it was like 3 seconds worth, but it was 10 hours worth. And
oh my God.
I was honestly, I was fucked. I was trying to get up, make my kids sandwiches. I couldn't do it. I was, like my hands not working properly. Like
all of that.
The bread all weird. And I was just like, do you know what? I'm never doing this again.
Yeah, what is it for? What was it for? Like obviously, I've told the story a couple. I might tell it later on again another time. But mine was I saw remember the Flintstones?
Yeah.
So when I was on the motorway, I'm seeing the feet underneath the thing.
Fucking big.
And do you know what the maddest thing is?
What do you mean when you was on the motorway?
Because I was driving the whip, bro. But I was driving the whip. And then I jumped out of the whip. I jumped out of the whip on the motorway because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was on the A40 and I'm standing at the side of the A40. You know the A40.
Yeah.
So remember where home base used to be in Acton on the corner,
Yeah.
I'm standing right back, there's traffic lights there.
Yeah.
And there's a bus stop right there as well. Bro, I'm standing there looking into the street and I'm seeing these cars with feet underneath them, yeah? And now I can laugh about that now. But do you know how mad that is when you can see that? Like, it's funny now.
Yeah,
but
it's crazy.
I can see that. And I didn't know. Listen, I didn't know that this is what happens with cakes. So I'm going, my head is spun, bro. So that was the first thing. My hand turned into a lizard.
I had 3 hands once.
Oh, did you?
3 hands, yeah.
This one shrank.
Yeah.
Brother, it was it was an absolute shit. But because of all of that, that sort of made me think, well, then what must it be like when it's good?
Well, I've heard, like, if you, like, there's people that, like, microdose.
Yeah.
And they'll have a little bit of acid or mushroom or whatever it is that makes your head kind of, like, fly off the rails. They'll have some of that in the morning. let's have it right. We can't make
exactly
this sound too lit.
Nah, it's not.
You can't make this sound too lit. Like, it's weird, isn't it? Like, you're doing weird stuff to your brain, making it believe there's stuff that's not even there, is there. But like, there was one girl who she used to say that she would lie on the grass in her garden after masturbation, and she would look up, and there would just be butterflies, and like, she's a proper naturist.
Oh, okay.
So she'll be like, there'll be butterflies flying, but like and then like a weird butterfly dragon would appear, and the clouds start talking. She was like, it's sick.
So ultimately, it's about manifestation.
I think so. I think it must have something to do with how creative your mind is anyway,
and the space
then
that you are in
combined
your life.
with the space that you are in your life, and probably the actual physical environment that you're in at that time as well, and the people you're around if you are around people.
Yeah. Acid, I don't think I ever would have done. 'Cause I don't like the name.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Don't need to give it a
Acid.
new name. Yeah.
Like acid.
Yeah.
Would you have done the heroin?
Heroin?
Yeah.
It's weird.
How low are you going with? Because you know what the thing is, yeah.
There's ketamine. I know that's not really for humans like that, but I know the humans.
ain't
are
no
just
fucking
abusing.
horses.
Yeah, for
bro.
horses and shit, innit?
Yeah, they use that to put horses to sleep.
But I'm hearing that
Brother,
sends man away.
brother, have you think that?
Yeah, no, I have before.
horse?
A whole horse. It
To
puts them to
sleep?
sleep.
And people, what do they do? How do they inject that in them, or is it a powder?
I actually don't know. It's not
Smoke
injected.
No. I think you even just like take it.
I think you can
I
sip
don't
it.
know.
Put it on your tongue or something like that.
There has to. It's a way. There's a way around it. Innit?
Like humans are fucked.
Hey, but they figured out. Like someone figured it out. Hey,
Yeah.
if you take that, you will see a blue butterfly.
Yeah,
kind of thing. So
Someone was on.
and some
fucking
some
drugs
people
when
have
they came
bad
up with that idea.
experiences. Some people have sick
Well,
experiences.
people kill
only-
themselves sometimes, innit? I always heard this story
because
years
like
ago.
they think. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard a story years ago where the Don thought he was Superman, and he jumped off a tower block. I mean, that could have been an urban myth, but that
heard
sounds
that
about
story.
right.
Sounds
That sounds about
plausible,
right.
yeah.
It sounds about right.
Yeah.
I believe I'm Superman, and in his own mind, he believes he can jump off this thing and it'll be all right. If you're on your own and you don't have the right people around you, those type of mistakes, those type of things can happen.
Yeah, 100%. I heard a knock at the door. I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm ignoring you.
On this door here.
I think I heard it. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh no.
We're recording.
Yeah. And lastly, do you remember that conversation I had with Julie about psychedelics? Because I was saying to Julie,
Yeah.
I was saying to her, that like, what if what we're seeing normally,
Oh yeah,
not
I remember
what
this.
we're
Yeah.
seeing?
Yeah.
I didn't like this conversation.
Yeah.
Well, they
because-
say that
It tripped me out.
There's loads of people that will say that what we're seeing is just like a certain dimension,
It's a
Yes.
simulation.
and the drugs or whatever it is. Because some people will go to Peru and they'll just say it's natural things that you're taking
Exactly.
that enhances your senses or whatever it is. I forgot
Exactly
the
right.
one in Peru. Is it the Inca Trail? Where you go and you have like this.
Is it like
this
a
kind
retreat?
Of drink, yeah. People do it on a retreat, and it kind of is meant to like really open your mind up to what you're supposed to be and.
Because
why the
imagine we did
purpose
that.
and-
Because imagine, and that could be what that is. Because what I was saying to her is, how do we? And this all came from a documentary I watched on Netflix about psychedelics, innit? But I was thinking, right, like, what if? You see, when we say, "Oh, like I've done this and I saw this color and boom, boom, boom," but like, what if that is the actual color? Like, what if what we're seeing in that is actually what it's supposed to look like?
Yeah.
Because what do they say? We use a certain percentage of our brain, yeah?
Yeah.
Surely that affects everything.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
100%.
So if we're only using, and what, this is less than
10%. We use 10%.
Like you're
So we're not
you're
even
seeing
seeing-
people's auras almost. Like,
So imagine that, like only 10% of the whole brain. So yeah, we all, even me and you right now, sober, we're seeing a color. Like we can all say that flipping.
Yeah,
this
but
is
are we
black,
seeing the same
But are
colour?
we seeing the same black?
exactly.
Oh,
Are we seeing the same?
shit.
What's through your
Yeah.
eyes? Is it the same as through my eyes? This is too mad. Could you want
I
to go
don't
this
like
deep?
this.
I'm-
Yeah,
I'm-
that's-
I can go
that's
this
me.
deep.
Go.
I can't even believe that I'm a living thing.
I hear
Bro.
that.
Hello. Yo. Oh yeah. All right. Sorry, bro. That might be your thing.
It can't be.
Imagine. Oh, sorry, bro.
Literally got a package for Chuckie and Poet.
Oh, that's mad.
Oh, it is?
Oh, love.
Fucking
Do you want to
no.
come in? Do you wanna-
What? Nothing for me.
Well, yeah, you got
Bro.
nothing done.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I love for that, bro.
It's good.
How did you know where? How did you know where to?
He followed you, bro. Let's be
My
real.
brethren who's an artist.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so he's got a PR package for you.
Love, man. Yeah. Alright, thanks a lot, man. I
Come on,
appreciate
love.
it. Yeah, man. Love.
Love.
Thanks,
Easy,
bro.
man.
Yeah, man.
Take care, man.
Love.
I'll check that in a bit. Yeah, you were saying, like, sometimes you think,
Sometimes I think, how am I actually? I can't believe I'm alive, and that I can communicate with
Yeah,
other humans
I
that's
agree, I
alive.
hear that. It's
I
fucking
can't believe
mental.
we're all here.
It's
Yes.
mental, innit?
exactly. I'll go even more deeper than that. Well, maybe not even, yeah. But one time, yeah, I was in my yard and I stepped on an ant.
But just one.
I just stepped on one. And I deliberately stepped on the ant.
Okay,
Yeah?
yeah.
And then I thought to myself, that's mad.
I've just ended a life.
Imagine a big foot came out of the sky and stepped on man.
Yeah. And it just mind your own business.
But because I believe subconsciously that I'm important, that we're just important, like we run the thing and everything, yeah. We just think, that would just never happen because that is less important than me.
Yeah. That don't really exist.
That doesn't, it doesn't communicate. It doesn't have a brethren.
Yeah.
It don't have a mum, a dad,
Yeah.
and all of these type of things or whatnot. But I just stepped on that and just murdered that, and now that.
Exactly. That's age, you know. That's wisdom, empathy, sympathy. We're beginning to
It's
feel
empathy. It is empathy.
like,
yeah.
as in, we know that my man's probably got a friend
Yes.
and a family that
Or
cares
on the
about him
way
and wanted-
somewhere.
He's going home.
On the way somewhere.
He's doing something.
Yeah.
He's about his business.
It's about his business.
It's about his business.
Going to work. Might have been going to check a girl.
That's it. That's it. And them man are strong as well.
Yeah,
them
yeah,
man like he may have been going to link 3 girls.
But this is it. This is it. That's going to go into a conversation a little bit later about what's right and what's wrong. I'm going to keep bringing this up.
But do you know what it is? I'll kill little animals like that out of fear.
Why?
You see, if I see a spider there, you've got to go. Not be removed.
But why
You've got
have
to go.
you not got to go?
Not as in you've got to die because I'm scared.
Yeah, but why have you not got to just remove yourself from that?
Because I haven't got that much. You know, like you need a certain amount of composure to see a spider here and to not quickly pick up a book and do that.
I hear that still. I swear you didn't do that when you was away. When I looked at your thing, though, I swear you got someone to kill
That one jumped. And he didn't die. That spider didn't. I'm not even sure if that spider died. I think that got removed by someone who wasn't scared. So because I'm scared of it jumped. I couldn't believe it. I've only seen this in David
that's
Attenborough
crazy.
things. Like, as in, it actually jumped like 4 feet.
That's crazy.
And I just tapped out.
I think, yeah, it's easier for us to kill something when it feels like when it's like no organs and all of that. See, like when you're just killing a spider or daddy long legs or an ant and all of that's fine.
I think it's about size.
Until it gets to until you actually have to squash something
Of a significant thing where you see blood.
certain type of fatness or thickness.
Yeah. Anything like that, we don't want to kill.
Yeah.
So much.
Could you live in say it was time to just go in the jungle for half a year?
Yeah.
And you had to kill what you ate or ate what you killed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you do that?
Oh.
I'll be a vegan.
Would you?
I'll be a vegan, 100%.
I could kill what I was eating, but I'd weirdly find it difficult to like skin it and shit like that.
Part of my
shit, I
thing
didn't
is
even
the
think
fact
about
that how
The killing's the easy part.
I forgot about that bit.
Nah, the killing's not the easy part, but we're in the jungle. Like, none of that's me. I'm happy with my. Well, I'm not happy with it, but I'm one of those people that wants to be completely separated from where my food come from. I know it comes from fuckery. Like, I know that. But until I'm ready to really look and really realize it, I'm going to keep eating meat. But as soon as the penny drops with me, and I know the penny should have dropped because it drops, I understand. Like, as in, I get it.
I get you,
We're killing animals and just eating them. Normal.
Yeah.
Like, until that really drops and I'm just like, I can't do this no more. I want to be as far removed from the process of where that animal was a couple weeks ago to it being on my plate. I just want to believe that this is vegan chicken.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ate a chicken wing yesterday and I actually thought to myself, this was someone's wing.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
So I know it's beginning, the penny's beginning to, it's bothering me Certain times I'm eating meat and I'm just like, why are you
Do you know what the
this?
maddest thing is? Is that like we'll watch these documentaries or clips or whatever it is, yeah, on these things after just eating something. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, how much times have people been out there and watched Seaspiracy after having a sea bream earlier on that day or a light sea bass?
But you know me, I try my hardest not to eat the kind of booky fish, lobsters, prawns. I know it seems bougie, but
I
them
think,
man are just
honestly,
rats.
I got a take. I just think lobster is a shit fish to eat.
It's not a fish. It's a crustacean, bro. Like, we've been warned against this. All the holy books
We're not
basically
even
tell us
supposed to eat
don't
that.
go near that. It's not for you. They are the rats of the ocean. But it's just somehow we've bouged it up.
It's
Like,
the same with like the prawns and that as
that's
well,
it.
isn't it?
Prawns,
Yeah.
the same.
Prawns are so
all
nice,
of those.
though, bro.
Shellfish,
Prawns
all
are
of
like,
that.
they say like prawns is basically like a pig,
ants.
innit?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're
It's a
basically saying
scavenger.
if it don't have gills and the fins and
Yeah.
it don't swim like that, you shouldn't be eating it.
Yeah.
But in reality, if
who
we're
said
going
that?
even deeper,
Who said that?
I think maybe Jesus. Don't call that as in like, no what?
I don't remember reading that, but okay.
No, I'm serious. I'm sure. It
Do you
was
know what?
something
Today, I know the name of the pod today. Trust me, the name of the pod today is what is right and what is wrong.
Yeah.
Because you know
No,
what?
That's a deep question. though,
I'm
still.
telling you, and let me tell you something, Callum, yeah?
Because of what the
You're
mad
going
thing
to
is.
keep hearing me bring this up with
Yeah.
a bunch of different people because I just want to know perspectives, innit? Because let me tell you something, yeah? Whoever said that, if it was Jesus,
Yeah.
he could be right in saying that.
I'd
But
imagine.
he could be
also
wrong
be
in
wrong.
saying that. He could be wrong.
It could
Because
be-
what was right then? What? So, wait, where did he get that as it being a right or a wrong thing?
Maybe God.
The thing
I'm
is,
just saying,
Jesus
that-
is a bit different.
But I got a take though.
He has higher power. Like,
Yeah.
if he says something, it's different. But
I trust it.
if I say something, or if Dan says something, or if you say something, then that's definitely up for like, yo.
How do we know? Sounds a bit blasphemous.
Yeah.
Go on.
Just a bit, but I'm just opening
No,
it
you
up.
have to. You have to ask these questions.
What was mental health like those days?
And well, they was doing drugs back then.
Because the reason why I asked,
No,
the
they
reason why I
was.
asked her, if mental health those days were not was a taboo, right?
Yeah.
And or no one was discussing it. If someone comes to you one day and says, "Yo, like I've been told from a thing that this is what we're supposed to do," if someone did that today, put it this
Yeah.
way, if that Don that came in, if he came in and
Yeah.
said, "You know what? I've got a message for man."
God told me right now to come here.
How are you looking at him?
I'll be looking at him strange.
Yeah.
Right.
But do you know why?
So, but imagine he did that with just not like, because I don't want to be disrespectful, but imagine he did that with like just food. Imagine he
Yeah.
came in and said, "I've got a message." Prawns, you just can't do it.
Yeah.
You're gonna go to a certain place if you keep fucking around with the prawn.
Yeah.
How are you looking at him?
I don't think Jesus says nothing about going hell if you eat these lot. But I'm sure he just said it's bad for your body. Like same with pigs. Same
Bad for
with
your body. Yeah, bad for your body.
It's,
I hear that
it's like so. But even then, I'm
That's
saying
a science thing.
the further we
Yeah,
get on
really.
in time. So, for example, remember this is essentially 2,000 years of Chinese whispers, or however many thousand
Longer
years
than
of
that,
Chinese
yeah.
whispers, because it's just, and we're at the end of it so far. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't really know. So if my man comes now talking about God telling him right now to tell us to not eat certain foods, I'm gonna be like, bro, I've heard this story before. But if someone told me that 4,000 years ago, I might hear him.
I'm 100%.
We're closer to God. You know, like every generation is just closer to God. Like
Are we closer to God or are we closer to science?
now.
Ooh.
No, as a people.
Because
no.
the reason why I say that, yeah, is because the reason why I would believe it more so now is because I believe science more so now. Or I
Yeah, but
understand
science and religion had always bumped heads, yeah, for years and years, generations and generations, forever.
Yeah.
Because they were seen as opposites,
They're
enemies.
seen as opposites, but
But they're
actually
not.
They
They're
shouldn't
now.
be. They
A
shouldn't
lot
be,
of
though.
science.
Bare
now,
sci- bare-
Science should be
recent
God,
science
bro.
is beginning to back all.
Bare scientists,
Biblical talk
bare
and
of the most
religious-
like revered scientists in the world, acknowledge that there must be a higher power.
Exactly.
It has to be.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is science is
should
their
be
way
God.
of explaining how things have happened, but not why things have happened.
Right. Science, in a sense, should be God, yeah?
Yeah.
But all it is, I think, is when it comes to the nuances of, like, when you're just trying to govern people because you can't always use science to govern people.
Yeah.
You can use science in like what we can put in our body and get the best out of ourselves.
The thing is, there's always new breakthroughs. That's the thing. One thing with science, you know, one day they'll tell you diesel's good for your environment, and then they'll say it's no longer.
Bad.
That's the thing with science. It's just horses for
There's
courses.
there's smoking adverts at one point. Like that was a normal thing. Athletes were smoking and shit.
At the moment, they tell us that a glass of red wine a day is good for us, right?
Oh, do they? Yeah.
Good for your heart.
Yeah, they say it's
Oh,
good for your
really,
heart.
yeah?
Watch that get spun on his head in 20 years.
That's true.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's just what it is. But religion's more based on faith. Science is more based on fact.
Right.
And there's just certain things you can never have fact on. Like you just can't. Do you know what I'm saying? Like no one can tell me like where this shit started from. It's the age old question. Where did it start? You have to have faith.
Yeah.
And where do we go?
Listen,
The two biggest questions. This podcast
because I want to
deep,
talk
man.
about. I'm telling
really
you,
deep.
I want to talk a little bit about.
scared.
I'm not going to do it right now, but I do want to talk a little bit about the Taliban situation. Yeah, and that's going to be interesting because I'm going to tell you right now. I don't know a lot, but I just watch certain things or whatever, and I'm just like we can open it up and talk about it. Firstly, how's Jim? Are you still doing that?
I know you talk about a person. I know you're not talking about the gym. I know.
Hey, I feel like I lose weight and get fat in one day.
Reversibility. Well, I remember being told about this once you're on the wrong side of 30. Like you can forget about all those youthful tricks your body used to do to just whip itself back into shape. You can forget about it. I forgot about it. So I started a new thing yesterday. Again.
Hey, I swear to God, yeah. Either every time that Dan's here setting up the mic, or he's actually on the pod, he started a new thing. You know that? I swear the last time he came in here with the
No
juices.
bashing. Yeah, no bashing.
Oh yeah,
That's
no
what it
bad.
sounded.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to improve.
Have you finished any of the things that you started,
Yeah.
even if it was 1 week and that? Have you finished any of them?
Nothing
Did you
to do
finish?
with health or goodness.
Have you finished? Did you finish? Did you even drink all the juices?
The charcoal juice is a bit difficult for me still. But I'm getting closer. The intent's there.
Yeah, I hear that.
I'm gonna crack it soon.
About the penny dropping, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. One day it's all gonna come together, and maybe it's the veganism that is gonna look
Right,
this
yeah,
all
yeah,
in
yeah,
together,
yeah,
and all of
yeah,
a sudden
yeah.
we're in a good place again. But for now, I'm just gonna keep trying every Monday.
Yeah, nah, I'm gonna. Yeah, same. I'm in the same boat as you, and it's funny. I was watching a thing that you posted on your gram the other day about with Kevin Samuels, and, and the lady, like, he's talking to the lady. It's like he's been doing this, isn't it? And she says, he says, like, would you rate yourself or whatever?
Where would you rank yourself on the open market?
And what is she says 8.
She says 7 or
7.
8.
And he said you can't use that.
You say you can't use.
You can't use it. And she said why? And he said because you can't use you can't use that one.
Whoa.
And so they had a conversation about it. But I think you know what the thing is, yeah. The reason why I'm tying this together is that like technically, I think we're all we fall into this thing of like self-confidence of like, yo, I'm a 10 and I'm a this and I'm a that. But in theory, yeah, what is actually wrong with knowing that you're average?
That's what his argument was at the end. He was like, what's wrong with being average? I think average
That's
is...
where the confidence is, I think, you know. The confidence isn't saying I'm a 10. Because that's false confidence.
Accepting where you actually are.
That's a false confidence.
And anyway, I feel like it's difficult. The ranking system is difficult.
It's subjective for one.
There's just so many different variables. As in, we have to split it up. If you're going based purely on looks, then cool. That makes sense. But when someone just says, "What are you?" and someone just screams 8,
yeah,
we need to really have a look at you as a person. We need to check your personality, your friends, your
right.
upbringing,
your friends.
We need a real close look at you.
Yeah.
If you want to say 8. We need to have a look at everything, your financial situation, your social status. We need to have a look at absolutely everything. You can't just go throwing out 8s.
Right.
That's not how it works.
Now, if we did that, what would it be looking like out there? Because I feel like there would be a lot of what you might even see as 8s not being 8s at all.
Well, even just look at 8s that were 8s until they opened their mouth.
Right, yeah,
And
I've had
you know
many
what I'm saying?
of
And then they're all of a sudden not so attractive because... you don't like the way they talk, or they just chat shit, or like some people just have a. But I remember there was such a pretty girl, pretty girl, gorgeous, but her voice was shit.
Oh, I've had one of them.
Oh, couldn't get past it. I couldn't get past it.
I did get past it just for an evening, but
One evening.
But do you know what? I tell you the thing that like, and I'll never forget this. Yeah, she's not listening. But
Do it.
she sounded exactly like Steven Gerrard.
Oh,
And it was so difficult. Like, it was so difficult. Because all I could hear was Stevie. Like,
Yeah.
all I could hear was Stevie.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
during the chart and all of that, like, I'm just hearing Stevie.
Yeah.
I'm with a pretty girl, but I'm hearing
It's
Stevie.
Stevie G. That's
That
it.
was hard, man. But yeah, that shit happened.
I don't know, but there's too many things. Obviously, just I don't think the ranking system is helpful to anyone. If I'm totally honest, find what you like. Don't try to put a number on it, and try and keep it if you want to keep it.
Yeah, do you reckon that's part of some of his point as well, though? Because
I think he's just there to rip people. If I'm honest, he's just there tearing them all an absolute new one.
But some women love it.
They do.
They love it.
Yeah.
There's something about
Don't
that
get
that they
twisted.
love.
You
He
know
would be
what
able to
you're phoning
smash.
him.
Sometimes when I'm seeing him like literally ripping someone to bits here, and it's almost like the woman's getting damp in her panties
He
while
is.
he's doing
Bro,
this.
did you hear what he said to that one that I posted? He goes, "When you go to a club, you don't get in VIP. You stand in line with the men." I was like, "You said what?" He said what?
She stands in line with the men.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And that's it. He might be right. Maybe that is one of the familiar symptoms of someone that is average.
Yeah, but this is the thing though. There's actually nothing wrong with that. Do you know what I think, yeah? I think that see, like we have a language, yeah? And words mean something, but sometimes they mean as much as you want them to mean, yeah? And with that is that like you have certain words that are like connotations in it, yeah?
Yeah.
And when you hear them, you try to dissociate yourself from them immediately, yeah? But sometimes you've actually got to stop doing that because that word isn't as powerful. You don't have to give it as much power as you feel like you need to. So when, for example, this in like context of the conversation, being average. If you say to someone, you know what, I feel like you're like pretty average. Or if someone says that they're pretty average, you'll look and think, well, don't say that about yourself. Because it's like a negative connotation in it, yeah? But really and truly, if you don't subscribe to that and you actually look at it for what it actually is, that's actually not even a bad thing. And on top of that, personally, I think that even might be where the confidence is. If you turn around and say, like if I met someone, well, actually, I don't know now. I'm had to train myself for this. But it's like if someone turned around and said, you know what? If I was to mark myself or whatnot, yeah, going by everything, I'd say I'm really average. I'm very average. I feel like there would be something attractive to me about someone being very direct
100%.
and self-assured of where they're at in their life.
Yeah, that's it. But usually someone who says they're average knows they're not. If that makes sense. If you've got so much self-confidence to be like, I'm just average. The chances are there's like an inner belief that you can still do your thing.
Oh, well,
you know what I'm saying?
basically big dick energy is what you're talking
Oh,
about.
yeah.
100%.
But big dick
it's
energy.
that quiet confidence.
Right.
Yes.
You don't have to shout about it.
Yeah,
But the thing
I
is,
get
this
you.
whole average thing is weird because you will have it's different for different people. That girl will like that guy, but
This is the thing.
her friend
I said that
might
before.
not. She might say
It's subjective
Oh
anyway.
no, he don't drive, so he's average.
He's average,
Or
yeah.
he's not tall enough for me. He needs to be 6'4" and above. So he's average to me. Like
Yeah.
it's just what is good for one person isn't good for another person. It's just how it is. There's certain girls out there.
Isn't it like, what do they call it, like a mitigating circumstances though, where if you pull it all in one, then you can make then if there is going to be a number, you can make something. But
What I think is easier to do for us, yeah. So for example, when girls are judging us,
Yeah.
they will immediately, as in I think looks will be the first thing you look at in terms of appearance because it's the first thing you usually see before you know anything else.
yeah.
Then
Women
you
will
have a
usually
look at
look at height.
Yeah.
They will look at women will look at height and
handsomeness
handsome.
or whatever
Yeah,
it is,
and
structure.
handsome. Yeah.
And you know, I think it's a natural thing that they like the bigger the man, the more woo he is.
Yeah.
If he's 6'6",
That's why I say
amazing.
for height for women, what it seems like is like height is almost the first. It's just the first thing, and then they judge from that whether someone is good looking or not.
But then there's also aura. How many times is there? You walk into a room and you're actually, it don't matter who's 6'8" in here. I'm the biggest aura in here.
Yeah, but with women though, and I could, again, there's not a woman here to say this, but from my experiences, I feel like the aura thing, that takes a moment, because women, a woman's not necessarily going to notice someone's aura immediately. I
think you can get it faster than you think.
Really, yeah?
I think you can get it faster than you think.
Maybe they just won't recognize that that's what
they won't see it, but they'll be drawn to something.
Okay.
And then obviously, as time goes on, that's when it starts. You start looking at
filtering down.
What does he do? Where is socially, financially? All of those things that I feel like women compartmentalize into how to create the perfect man. But bottom line, they always say there's equalizers. Money's a big equalizer. If you haven't got anything, money's a huge equalizer.
Yeah.
And if you haven't got that, then
power.
That's it. Power. Whatever it is. Like there's equalizers.
Money,
for
status,
everything.
power. But I feel like maybe status probably comes last, because power and status you can sort of make an argument that they're almost the same thing, innit? If you got power, the more time you got
and
status.
sometimes you can even throw money in the mix, because the more money you have, sometimes the more.
Well, yeah, and so money's a massive one. Money's a massive one.
Yeah.
I'd probably put money on it. If we're being honest, I'd probably put money above everything.
But then we're forgetting a huge one: humor.
Yeah.
Humor will get but
sure, mate. Humor can get you.
Humor
can get you a lot.
Can get you past all of those.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not gonna lie.
But
for how long?
Can we? Right.
I think humor lasts.
We have to be really honest about this.
Not the money.
We have to be honest about
this. I think humor can last longer than the vast majority of all of those things.
I agree.
I agree with you.
But I think money is one of those things that it can't last longer than
money comes and goes.
Money, yeah, but
it depends on the type of money.
Yeah, obviously, if we're talking big
and see this,
money.
Also humor comes and goes. Do you know why humor comes and goes? Because sometimes it might depend on what you've got going on in your own life.
Yeah.
So you could, you might be financially all right, and you've got a good circle around you and whatever, and you raising a certain, all these different types of things that kind of contribute to your humor. And then you know what? God forbid someone dies. Do you know what I mean? And
you're everything. Yeah.
And there's a lot of things.
But that's life. Life can.
Exactly.
But I'm talking your character. If humor is in your character, it's probably been there for the vast majority of life.
Embedded.
It will find its way back into your life. Do you see what I'm saying? So.
I think
how many times has a funny don chopped down a rich don's girl?
Oh, but this goes to my point, yeah? A guy with humor can always maneuver his way into nearly every dynamic. Someone with good humor, yeah? However, someone with money will usually always
win in the end, in the long run.
And more time keep. So for example, in that example that you just gave there, yeah? If a woman is with a man with money, and that is like the main thing for her, whether she's being honest about it or not, she'll meet the guy who's humorous and all of these type of things. And you know what? He'll probably, the chances are he's gonna get a slice.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That might actually be just the humor guy's thing anyway. That might all be what he wants. But let's just say the humor guy wants a bit more than that. He might get a slice, and she might keep going back for the slice, but is she leaving the money? Is she leaving the lifestyle? Is she leaving the lifestyle? I've never seen. This is one thing that I will tell you that I've never seen. Yeah, and unless one thing has happened for me anyway. Yeah, the one thing I've never seen is a woman leave a lifestyle unless she's actually been physically abused.
I've seen it
to a certain point.
I've seen it a couple of times.
What, a woman just saying, you know what? Like, I'm just not happy anymore.
Yeah, mothers, I've seen it.
But what happened in that not being happy anymore?
Not even that much, but as in sometimes.
I'm saying extreme mental abuse.
No.
Really?
No, especially in one
I'm
of these.
just bored.
As in not bored, but as in we've been together. Exit. There's no spark. There's no nothing. I can only see this going one way. I'm out.
Okay, but all right. She's out, yeah?
Yeah.
Then she went out and she was with the humor dons and whatever and whatever. Yeah. Vibes, right? Is she in a relationship now?
Yeah.
And is she with somebody who has money?
Not like what it was.
But still.
Yeah.
But more than comfortable.
I'll just call it comfortable.
Okay.
I'm saying if you're leaving, when you're leaving money.
Yeah.
When you're leaving money and just going for a guy.
Right.
Not like money wouldn't be what you look at when you look at this person.
Okay.
But I just think I think it's so dependent on the person. I've seen it. I've seen it.
Would you not say there's laws of averages though?
Yeah, but I think you can warp them. I can warp them.
Yes, but that's different because you got humor. There's things that build a certain type of character that enables you to be able to do those type of things.
Yeah, but
you
I think sometimes you got to take yourself out of it. It's like boxing. You don't have to be faster, fitter, stronger, bigger. You just need one attribute. You don't need them all. You just need one of them, and you focus on that. And sometimes you can do what it can take you far enough. I feel like
money, and you're right. I agree.
Money's a huge one because
I feel like money. It's a massive one because I've met women that have left men with money, and they've sometimes gone to live their life or whatever, and very humbly or whatever it may be. But there's always been something that has drawn them back to something that has a lifestyle that has been maybe not quite the same. Because there's levels to this thing, innit? There's people with money, there's people that are rich, and there's people that are wealthy. We know these things, but there was still something that attracted them back to a certain type of a lifestyle more than anything, which I'm not saying is a bad thing.
Yeah, but I think once you get used to certain things, like for example, I just come from a super house. That's me now. Super houses from here on. That's what I'm saying. That's it now. Like, and that's the energy that I will subconsciously put out until I'm always in one. And it's just, I think that's what happens.
It seems like what been around money, but it seems like what I'm saying is triggering to some. But ultimately, that's not a right or a wrong thing. If that's your thing, that's just your thing.
Yeah, but I don't even think. I think you naturally gravitate. I don't even know if you consciously do it.
Right.
I think even subconsciously you do it. I think naturally.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The things that are most desirable in life, if we're talking materialistically, costs more money than things that aren't. Yeah. Usually, everything that's material and is sought after costs more than the things that are not. So I think naturally you kind of gravitate towards it just because it's just quite natural. You know, like you want the Ferrari and not the Fiat. You want there's just certain things that it just happen, and you're not even. It's probably like it's just part of like consumerism where you've been told that that's better than that. So why would you not naturally gravitate towards what's better?
Do you know that goes to the next part of the conversation quickly? I was thinking about this the other day, like faking fashion.
Yeah.
And like, I'm gonna be honest with myself. There's been times where like the new something's come and I've tried to be excited about it. Because I know it's the new whatever it is. And I tried to be excited about it. And then one day I was watching like something on YouTube, and like they was talking about like all these different Jordans and stuff like that now, And the one thing that I noticed a lot when like they were talking about the Jordans is, and I don't think they necessarily realised it, but their opinion was more based off of what everyone thinks.
Natural.
Yeah, it's just like what everyone's on these. Like I think it was like these are mad expensive because you can't get them you just can't really get them. So now I feel like I have to like them and get them. Yeah. So anyway, I was looking at some stuff like, and I've got a lot of trainers in it. Yeah. But I'm not a person who has like the Travis. I just got the ones that I like. I saw Jordans or whatever it is, and these ones, and I like them, and I just got them in it. Yeah. But like, I could never, and this is not a knock to anyone.
I'm gonna send a knock. It's to them the brick Balenciaga dons. I've definitely got
I hear that.
something for them.
Oh really?
But apart from them,
I just can't be the See, like for example, the Travis, for example, right?
Yeah.
So you know Travis, he's got Jordans in
they
it,
got
right?
that.
So like,
they got pockets on the side of them, innit?
I would probably, if I went to Nike, and I just saw the trainer, and I was thinking about what do I want to get, whatever. And I saw them, I like them or whatever. I may get them in it, just because whether I like them or I don't like them, But like when someone says to me, "Yo, Chuck, I got the new Travis, whatever," in my mind I'm like, like, when did Travis become such a nice guy? This is how my mind works.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is I'm looking at Travis and I'm saying, okay, Travis is a nice guy, yeah, but why am I like, what is it about this?
Yeah.
Like, I get the music and all of that, yeah, but like, what is it when people do the Virgil stuff? Yeah, obviously I'm happy that Virgil is where he's at and stuff. Yeah, but when they throw this at me, yeah, I'm looking at Virgil and I'm like, but like, is it because it's a like? What?
I don't know. I don't
know how to explain it.
A lot
It's
of
just mad
things
to me.
people have worn recently and even however long ago. Fashion's fashion in it, and things are in fashion. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think I dress pretty much the same as I did when I was 15.
Yeah,
If I'm
yeah.
totally honest, I like what I like, and I like classic-y kind of things. If I'm totally honest, the chances are I won't be wearing anything super weird because I consider it super weird.
Right.
I don't want a t-shirt with bare straps off it and like I just want a t-shirt. Get me? Like, I don't want this weird stuff. I don't want brick trainers. Like, the brickiest it gets for me is Yeezys, which aren't even bricks, or Air Force Ones.
Right.
Really. You're not really gonna even. I didn't get the McQueens when they came out. You know when they came out with the big chunk.
Yeah.
I was looking at them weird, and as soon as I look at something weird, there's a huge chance I'm never gonna come full circle and get it. Like, it's just I consider it weird. So
Like, do you know what I kind of thought was a bit weird, which I know no one probably did think was weird, yeah? Was at first, see, like when the Off-Whites was first started to become a thing and it had the orange tag on it, yeah?
Yeah.
I couldn't get past the orange tag.
I cut mine off.
So I'm like...
Oh, on the shoes?
On the shoes.
Okay, yeah. I know they keep the tags on the t-shirt.
They keep, yeah. So then I'm like, oh... So, because obviously the orange tag is to let everybody know that this is what it is and that, yeah. But I'm like, but it's a tag, though. Like, in my mind, I'm like, I get it, but it's a tag, my G.
Yeah.
So now, if you take the tag off, all of a sudden now
devalued.
It's not a thing.
I'm sure people
So
even do that with StockX stuff as well. Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
I know
people leave the
resellers,
StockX tags on
resellers
as well.
are kind of messing things up sometimes and all of that. I get it because you just got to play whatever the trend is.
Yeah.
But as far as me wearing strange things, the chances are if I haven't seen it and liked it from the moment I saw it, I probably won't grow to like it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I understand that you naturally want. I remember, like, for years and years wanting the 18s, the Rolly 18s.
Yeah,
I couldn't work out if I wanted it,
okay,
or if I wanted it because everyone else liked it.
Okay.
I ended up getting it in the end anyway, and liking it. But that's one of those buys I always think to myself, I wasn't head over heels over it.
Yeah.
But I wanted it because everyone else was gassing it.
I do like watches though. I guess I can't say that. I don't know if there's a thing that I'm like a super, like, I don't know if there's anything that I look at like a Travis Air Jordan 1.
It's weird. People like that, but old football tops. People like love collecting them and like going and getting like the old school AC Milan old one.
But isn't that like because there's an emotional thing to that? Isn't
Yeah, nostalgia.
Yeah, there's that.
But all of these
nostalgia.
will have nostalgia. Like, how much of the stuff we wear is stuff that we kind of was wearing? I was wearing Jordan 4s in 2000 and who knows what. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a gym trainer for me.
Yeah, I got there was these what's the Jordans? See, this is how much I don't even know about Jordans like that. Yeah, but see the original Jordans, like the black ones with the ones, with the red and that. Yeah. So I've had a couple of pairs of those, but I bought them because I like them. I didn't necessarily know the significance in it so much until I watched a couple of documentaries and all these type of things. But even when I was buying them, the couple of times that I bought them, it wasn't a thing where, like, I don't remember queuing up or like being in a place where I had to get a ticket or anything like that. I just went to the shop and I just bought them. Yeah. Now you can't do that. It's like because it's become such a thing. Like, you can't.
I think you still can just buy like regular Jordan ones.
Yeah, but you can't get the ones, the originals, the ones that are like the.
Oh yeah.
And if not, they're hella peas, bro.
Yeah.
Like if not, they're just hella peas or whatever. But if anything, I mean, I say all of that to save more time. I'm happy for man. Like, I'm more happy for, like, when I see people getting money and they're like spending their money on these type of things and they're properly enthusiastic about it, like, I'm more happy for them that, like, they are so happy and enthusiastic about this thing and that they're able to buy it. But I can't, like, I don't know, like, and this is not even an attack on Travis. I'm just using this as an example, like, because someone came to me one day and was like, yo, these are the Travis thing. And my mind works as like, Travis is a cool guy, like, but and like I'm like the music's cool and that.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah,
like you're running to me with a I don't.
bag 5.
Yeah, I just don't even understand it.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just where we're at, innit?
And I suppose some people like the idea that you can buy something,
never been
wear
like
it, and sell it for more than
That's a business.
originally.
Though.
Yeah, it's a business.
That's a business.
So I even get it, but I don't get it like that with the little like with trainers so much. I wear my stuff to wear I buy my stuff to wear my stuff. You see like how certain man will buy stuff and put it in this clear box.
Oh, yeah,
and they
yeah.
don't touch it for 4 years and all of that. I buy my trainers and I rags my trainers.
Same,
All
yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
All of them. I wear
I
them.
got a lot of trainers, to be fair. And I can't say like I wear probably the same trainers like all of the time.
Yeah.
But I do.
Same.
I'm a person where like if someone has a brand that I do that I genuinely like, then I support that. But I think that mine, the way that I see it, there's not so much a level to it. It's like I could meet a Don on the street, and if you've got a like I did it. See with Filling Pieces here, for example.
Yeah.
Like Filling Pieces are an established brand,
Yeah.
and they're not cheap.
Yeah.
But when I bumped into them, I didn't know about the brand like that, you know.
Yeah.
And like I was just really impressed by how it actually fit when I put it on. And
Yeah.
from that moment, I was like, I'm in. I found out that they're a little bit expensive. They're not that expensive, but like they're not like, it's not a, you know, that's usually a 50, 60 quid thing or whatever. Usually you're spending 200 and something pounds or whatever on them, yeah. But for me, I just love the way they fit. I love the way they look.
Yeah.
And because of that, that's probably that enthusiasm that someone has on like the Travis thing or whatever it is, I may have more on just like this. I just found this
Yeah,
and this is.
that's it.
Do you understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I think people like finding things that aren't popping yet because there's a rarity value to it. I think all of this comes down to rarity, I guess, in the end.
Exclusivity.
Yeah, exclusivity.
But that
that's
doesn't.
why-
But even that with me, if this was a thing that was super sought after,
Yeah.
the way that I see it doesn't change. Maybe I might say to myself, I don't know if because I'm not going to do the queuing thing and all these type of stuff, yeah. But if I like something, yeah, me liking something very rarely is determined by the clothing wise anyway.
Yeah.
Is determined by everyone telling me this
like
is the
it.
guy,
Yeah.
or this is the woman,
Yeah.
or whatever, and we all must have this.
Yeah.
Because when you do that to me, then I look at it and I'm starting to process. Okay, cool. All right. Why? Like,
Yeah.
explain
Yeah,
it to
yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
Like, what? Like, okay. And then and it never works. It's
Yeah.
just never like, I don't know. It's weird. Maybe I'm just not even explaining it properly. But anyway, boom. Have you been seeing what's going on with the Taliban and that? Have you been
Not
seeing
enough.
anything?
Do you know what it is? I keep getting BBC News notifications.
Same.
And I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist,
Go on.
but I don't really trust mainstream media. Like
Same.
Yeah, same.
Same.